Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of December. No, this is for January. Just kidding. This is for January 2024. You have this abusing power card. It says using gifts as a means of manipulation, power, or some selfish personal benefits. Be aware of your feelings of power. You also have this card that says unrealistic expectations. Some of your expectations might not be grounded in reality. And I do feel that this is kind of more talking about patience. I also feel it's saying, I actually don't feel bad about this. I feel with the Page of Wands that it's more saying that if there are things that you want to create in your life or have, that there is an adventure you have to go on. And, I kind of feel like it's more saying for you, especially being a fixed sign, I would say it is time for you to go on the adventure. I also feel like if there are any people who are manipulating or anything like that right here, I think that you could be dealing with like bosses or, power struggles in work. And some of you, definitely, it looks like you could be dealing with that just in general. I don't know what I was going to say there other than, you could be dealing with a boss who has unrealistic expectations or dealing with someone at work who has unrealistic expectations. I really just think that you're probably going to leave just based off of this reading if you're dealing with that. So it doesn't really, I feel like there's nothing, there's really nothing to say about it other than you're probably going to leave whatever that situation is. You have the Page of Wands here. I feel that you want to change your story. Like, again, the fixed signs. You literally have this card that says storyteller on it. All 4 fixed signs. I can't remember who it was, but it was like maybe it might have been Taurus. I don't remember. But one of them had 2 spider cards like in a row. And the spider cards represent telling your story. So you fixed signs. You have Taurus here twice right next to each other as well, which is crazy right here. So again, there's something about the story that you fixed signs tell yourself and, needing to tell the story that you actually want to hear. And, part of the way we can do that is with our actions. Page of Wands, he feels excited or enthusiastic about a new direction, and that is the new direction he moves in. So I kind of feel it is time for you to embrace maybe some of your unrealistic ideas. Even though that card says unrealistic expectations, I feel like we're in a time of unrealistic expectations where we should have unrealistic expectations. I tell everyone, like, have a dream and multiply it by 1,000. But I think the important part of that is, are you going to get that, that 1,000x dream? Probably not. But, if you get like 100 times more, that's better than what you originally wanted. So, I highly suggest, that you do dream big and take control of your dreams. Again, like I already said, I feel some of you could be dealing with like a difficult boss or something like that. Now you have the Judgment card. I feel like you're waking up to something going this way here. You're waking up to maybe areas in your life where you're not being flexible. And again, not a criticism at all here, Scorpio. We all do this, right? But you might be looking at ways where you're almost too attached to the outcome, or it's kind of like those moments where I don't know what the hell I want to say here, Scorpio, without sounding like a jerk, so so bear with me. I'm not calling you out here, but it's like we've all been there, where it's like maybe you need to get something in your life fixed, right? And you are all worried about fixing it instead of just giving it to someone to fix. Like a lot of people do this, right? Maybe there's something wrong with your car. Instead of just bringing it to a mechanic, you just worry about it, right? When there's already a person that could fix it. I don't know. I have that feeling here where it's like you could be worrying about something that you don't need to worry about. Obviously, that's not going to be for all of you, but I feel like just letting it go, obviously, is the best thing to do here. Let's see. With the Page of Wands, you have the King of Wands, but I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of fire in this reading just in general. So, I think being bold, being assertive, really going for what you want, really charging towards the things that you want to create in your life would be, probably best for you here, Scorpio. With the Emperor, you have the High Priestess. Definitely time to trust your intuition here. It's like, I kind of feel like the universe is trying to communicate with you on multiple levels, because we have the Hierophant and this and the Judgment card. Judgment is like your higher self angel. The Hierophant could be like a person. The Hierophant, he is the bridge between the heavens and the earth. So he communicates with both sides. He could be a priest. He could just be a person in your life, right? So sometimes I feel that the Hierophant can represent like a messenger that is in your life right now, in the form of a person, and it could be a friend, a family member, whatever. So if you need help, like ask for assistance. But this could be just like, the Hierophant is very random. It could just be a person says something to you and it like causes an aha moment. So I'm getting that you should pay attention. And you have the High Priestess. So it's almost like there are 3 ways that the universe is trying to get your attention on, something that you're supposed to be doing. I don't even know what you're supposed to be doing yet, other than changing your story. And it does look like there's some sort of success at the end. 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, but we're going to have to see like what that is. With the Judgment card, you have the 7 of Pentacles. Yes. It could also be that the universe is telling you it's time to make a change. I feel like it's been time to make a change for you for a long time, Scorpio. I see you, I feel your life has been, exploration up until this point. Maybe you've had a bunch of jobs over the past few years. Maybe you've had a bunch of relationships over the past few years, whatever. And I feel the universe has been trying to get you to see, find the little bits of what you want in each one of those things that you have experienced. So whatever you want in your life doesn't matter, right? But I would start looking at the little part, each part of each one of those situations that you want to manifest. And then, that is the story that I would just start to tell right here is the story of, what would a perfect life look like? It's funny that this has been coming up a lot at the end of the year because I think at the beginning of last year, maybe, or I don't remember, I had just reread The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. And in that book, he says, what would your life look like if it went 100% according to plan? And it's not about, it's not about like making that happen or anything. It's just about most people think the opposite, right? They just think, oh, everything's horrible and doom and gloom and everything like that. But what happens if you just start thinking more positively, like things are going to work out? And, I feel the universe has given you all the pieces necessary maybe they've been wrapped up in a little bit of garbage, maybe they've been wrapped up in a person who is a jerk, but maybe at the same time they had, one little piece that was, a really good part of them, right? And maybe you've had jobs that you hated, but there was like that one thing that you really enjoyed. And I see this reading as all of that coming together. I don't think I've ever had a reading like this for you before, Scorpio. It feels very different because, again, like I said, it seems to me like maybe I have said this, where it's like all these particles are coming back. Have I said that to you? Is that you? I don't know. Now that I say it, I've never had a reading like this, I thought of that particle reading that I did and it popped into my head. So I don't know, but it's almost like everything is coming together. And if I've been saying that to you, then it's definitely true. And you have this imperfect harmony card. You're stepping into this place of harmony where things are going more according to plan. Again, life will never be perfect, but this could just be a little bit better. You have the King of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Cups. The King of Pentacles, of course, is a card of stabilizing your finances. It could also be a Taurus. So if you're looking for love, could be a Taurus coming in for you. Could be, this could also be like a boss, or this could be the person that is giving you some information. But you go from here to the Hierophant over to the 8 of Pentacles, which, that to me gives me the vibes of, again, manifesting something on earth. The Hierophant, he's the bridge between the heavens and the earth, but he can sometimes, to me, represent you having an idea that the universe is giving you, like a plan for your life, a direction that you want to move in, something that you want to create. And the 8 of Pentacles is just putting in the work, making it happen. You have the 4 of Pentacles. So we do have a lot of comfort zone stuff here. We have 3 cards that represent convention, basically 1, 2, 3 right here. So the 4 of Pentacles, he's staying stuck. He's holding on too tightly to what he thinks he has. King of Pentacles is a card of convention. 2 of Wands is staying stuck in a comfort zone. We'll talk about that in a minute. So it's definitely time for you to let go of something that you think you have, right? And, this doesn't necessarily mean you're cutting anything out. This feels more to me like you're taking a little bit of a risk, or, maybe you're worried if you go start looking for new jobs that your boss is going to fire you. I would take the risk. Of course, don't tell your boss, right? But, and do things the right way as well. Make sure you put in your 2 weeks once you get a new job and all that other stuff. But, I feel it's safe for you to go start looking. You have the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is a card of gratitude. Once we are grateful for what we have, these 2 cups here, we get this bridge and this castle over here. So the 5 of Cups is really about needing to be grateful. He's grieving the loss of something that he no longer enjoys. So I feel that a lot of people are feeling this energy right now where it's like they're afraid to let go of something, even though they don't enjoy it any longer. It could be a job, a business, a relationship, whatever it is. But I feel we're also in a time where we have to let go of these things so we can have something better. With the King of Pentacles, yes, you have the 6 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, there's nothing wrong with the King of Pentacles. Again, he's a card of convention. in my mind, he just represents always doing what works. The problem is, if you do what works for like 20 years, then eventually, we learn new things about whatever we're working on in life. There are new ways of doing things, upgraded technologies, all that other stuff. So with the King of Pentacles, I always say, follow the, 80-20 rule. It's not the real 80-20 rule, but it's the 80-20 rule of convention. 80% of the time, do what works in work and business and love. 20% of the time, try something new, right? And that's what I would do there, especially with the Six of Pentacles, which is a card of planting seeds. So definitely time to experiment. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Pentacles twice in this reading. Definitely a lot of success. It's like the second you start working on something is the second you're going to start increasing your abundance. So it's funny that you have the Seven of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Or sorry, that's a Seven of Wands. Never mind. I saw that in my head as both. But you have the Seven of Wands, sorry, in the Four of Pentacles. But you have the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles twice. With the Five of Cups, here you go. You have the King of Pentacles again. Whenever you have a bunch of repeating cards like this, to me, it's basically the universe is just saying I meant what I said. It's like the universe is repeating itself here. It could also just be a very stable person. Again, if you're attracting love, it doesn't have to be a Taurus, although you have a ton of Taurus now in this reading. But it could just be a person who is very stable, secure, someone who wants to put in the work and make things work in a connection. So there you go. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this card that says nothing will come of this situation. You have this card, what do you need to release? Like the whole entire reading has been saying that there's something that needs to be released, but I really feel it's a fear. Or I don't know, it's kind of like thinking, I really feel it's a thought. Is it a fear? I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me here, Scorpio, if this is a fear or if it's just a thought, something that you think from time to time, like, oh, I have this job, it's secure, but I really want to go to do this other thing, and I'm afraid to leave this job because it's secure. But is it really? I feel like that's what the gist of the reading. It's saying there's something much better for your life, but you are gonna have to go and do it. You are gonna have to go, take the risk to make it happen and try something new and all that other stuff. So that's what I would do here with these cards. You have the Hierophant, the Two of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Hierophant is, again, he's like a card of tradition, and he's also a card of needing to think outside the box. So you do have a lot of stuff here that would really represent kind of thinking outside the box or needing to use outside the box thinking. And so any innovative thinking is going to be very beneficial for you. Also education, he represents education, so learning as much as you can right now. The Two of Wands is about taking the lead. And yeah, you have the Emperor in the same row. Right here. So it's time for you to take wrong camera. It's time for you to take the lead here towards something. And I feel like what you're taking lead towards is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles says that you already know what you need to do. The Knight of Pentacles, everything about him represents having the knowledge and wisdom necessary to plant seeds in the field behind him. He is very successful. He could be very successful. He could make a lot of progress. The good news is he's showing up in the good stuff. So it looks to me like you are going to take action. You have the Five of Pentacles here. I'm trying to see what stands out to me about this card, but you have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold. You have two fives right next to each other, and I always say that fives have the easiest solutions. Five of Cups, we just have to practice gratitude, and that's enough. The Five of Pentacles, we just need to make sure we're not calling attention to our weaknesses. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, about the big leap. It's like instead of thinking negatively about how things are going to go, I would think more positively, and I feel that'll get things going in the right direction. With the Hierophant, you have the Death card. This is the death of a belief going on here. I wouldn't be surprised if you had like a big epiphany over this holiday season. I would say over the next, I know that this reading is for January, but I would say between like now and the middle of January, it wouldn't surprise me if you had some big, kind of like aha moment, an epiphany moment or something like that. It could be uncomfortable because, but not like in a bad way, right? But it could be one of those things where you see the truth of a situation, like maybe you have an idea for work or business. This is definitely a financial heavy reading, and you could have some sort of uncomfortable truth like, oh my God, I really am not where I should be financially. It could be like that epiphany. But the good news is I feel like that epiphany is going to lead to you making a change, which we see right here, going here. I also feel that you're collecting all those pieces, and that's why I'm not worried about it, and also why you shouldn't beat yourself up. Like if you're thinking like, oh my God, like if you see your cousin on Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate, and they're making like $1 million and they're like 12 years old, you might be like, oh my God, I'm 40 and I'm not making $1 million. This is like saying, no, actually you have all the pieces. They're coming together, so you could do it if you wanted to. With the Two of Wands, you have the world. Yes, the solution here is you getting out into the world. The Two of Wands, he is holding the world in his hands. He needs to get out into the world and he needs to go have new experiences. And that's really just what I feel like is going on here. I just feel that you need to have new experiences. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Pentacles. There we go. I knew that was going to happen. Again, every single reading, Scorpio, I feel that you're attracting a person who has been through something very similar to you. This keeps coming up. The same person, definitely could be an earth sign for sure. But the King, Queen of Pentacles to me are like the best divine counterparts. They're two people who really want to put in the work. So if you're looking for love, looks good. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands here. Seven of Wands is a card of conviction and defending your position at the top of the hill. The Four of Pentacles, of course, can be leaving a comfort zone, but I also just feel, showing up in the good stuff, that the Four of Pentacles can say that your finances are protected, or you are whatever you are doing is creating more finances. It's interesting that you have the Four of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles, and then again you have the Four of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles right here. The Eight of Pentacles is material success on the horizon, and the Eight of Pentacles to me can also represent income coming in from something that you did in the past. Because again, it can say that you've already done the work. We see a lot of apprenticeship stuff going on here. You have the King of Pentacles. You also have the Hierophant, which he is kind of initiating those two people in front of him into a cult or whatever, or something, a religion, right? But really, the Hierophant has 3 stages to his crown, which represent initiation, apprenticeship, and mastery. So, it looks to me like you are mastering a craft. Again, it's like all those pieces of the puzzle are coming together. It's like now that everything is coming together, you're having an epiphany on where to take your life. That's what I feel like this reading is saying, plain and simple. You have the Knight of Pentacles here. Knight of Pentacles normally slow. Normally I don't like the Knight of Pentacles, but he's showing up in the good stuff. So, it looks to me like you're making progress. And again, everything about him represents knowledge and wisdom. He has these oak leaves on his helmet, and the oak leaves in the tarot represent knowledge and wisdom. So he has everything he needs to plant seeds in these fields down here to be very successful, to make something grow. You have the Six of Wands, which is success and growth and abundance. So it looks to me like you could be creating a lot of success, growth, and abundance in your life here. Let's see what is going on for you here. Let's see. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is like a new beginning or something new. So I feel like there could be like something new or good news coming in for you with the Eight of Pentacles for sure. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups. Definitely new love. And clearly could be a earth sign for sure. But Two of Cups is a perfect match. Could also be a person with like a bunch of earth in their chart or something, but definitely looks like a solid connection coming in for you. I feel love has been slow as well, but now love seems to be speeding up for you here, Scorpio. With the Six of Wands, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, really big opportunity coming in for you as well to be successful. But it's kind of like, I feel that going this way, it's going to be either something that's outside your comfort zone, or again, you're putting a bunch of pieces of a puzzle together, and that's what's leading to success. So, definitely time to do that. You have this Jug card. It says lighthearted, carefree time. It's holidays. Definitely, anything you can do to spend time with your family, or anything you can do to work, with people who are close to you. All that stuff is going to be good. You have this Great Worry Over Nothing card. Yes, I'm telling you right now. I've been saying it for months, longer, that I really feel like 10 years from now, there are going to be a lot of people that look back on the last 10 years, 2023 to 2033. There are going to be a lot of people that look back on these years, and they're going to be like, oh my God, all I did was sit around and worry, and I didn't get anything done. So, there is definitely this like worry energy in the astrology, and I know it's easier said than done, but, the only thing you do is not worry and build something. I always tell people, like, take that energy and channel it into something. Build something great. You have this Axe card. It says forces working against you. A lot of people have been getting these cards for whatever reason, like forces working against you, drama, stuff like that. And I don't think anything's working against you. Again, but I would avoid drama just in general. You have this card that says time to get out of a situation. Yes, it's time to change. I think this is true for all 4 fixed signs. I feel you fixed signs, it's time for you to have some sort of change in your life. And this does not mean you have to leave something behind. You could just upgrade something. Maybe you have a job that you've been doing for 20 years. Can you get a raise? Can you get a promotion? Can you take some sort of class that your boss is offering to get into a management position or do something different, right? That's that time that we're in. You have this Weeping Willow card that says family sorrow. Again, a lot of people have had this card as well, this particular card over the past few months. I don't really feel there's anything going on with family. I just think it's like people could be wanting to be closer to family and things like that. You also have this Boot card that says increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Yes, I think it's time for you to put all those puzzle pieces together because that's where the success is going to come from. And you just adding everything up that you've been working on and putting it all together. But this looks pretty good here, Scorpio. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your month.